Production.
What's going on, Galaxy Bulls? So I get it, everyone's kind of upset, right? 8 days ago, we were trading at $16.29. Literally that day, everyone was absolutely ripping excited. Next day, massive gap down, and then we continue to follow downward in the next coming days, right? So just from 8 days ago, we're down 30%, around 30%, and the stock's trading at around $11.45. Okay, so I get the frustration. What the heck just happened? Oh, we signed this deal. They're getting shares at 14. Blah 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 blah. Everyone's upset. I get it. Everyone's frustrated. I'm not gonna lie. It's frustrating, sure, but like, let's zoom out, right? Literally, let's just start from October. Okay, so I have this marked out from October, right, to, call it, the beginning of January, right? So the end of October to the beginning of January, it's around two months. I think it's like 66 trading days, or 66 days, sorry. So here we have, like, yeah, around like 65 days, right? We go up 150% in 65 days. We then have around a month straight of consolidation, right? So we went 150% and then we gave back 35%, almost 40%. Okay, that noted, right? From those lows that were created, we then go around 105% from the lows, I believe, right? Around 100, yeah, around 105, 110% from the lows. All right, interesting. Now, from that high, we've pulled back as far as 30%. Okay, so what I'm trying to point at is these dips that were given are giving us opportunity. Now, um, why is it an opportunity? Why are these dips almost acting as a gift? Because it's a bull market, right? We have so many bullish catalysts in place. We've gone over them a bunch of times. I'm sure I don't have to tell you guys multiple times. A lot of you are already well on top of it, right? The Bitcoin halving. We have the most bullish earnings. We have now, I think we're the second largest Solana validator. So that's huge. You got to think about all the revenue that's going to make for Galaxy, let alone the price appreciation of Solana that could potentially come in the future. Like, it's a bull market right now. So you got to look at this from a trend perspective. And that's why I kind of pointed this out here. We have the October low, January high. Then we have the end of January higher low. And now we have the beginning of April, we have our higher high, right? So maybe by the end of April, we create our higher low and then we just continue our trend, right? This is a potential that could happen here. It's a very whipsawish price action whenever we do get into, those higher low moments. And I think that's why it's a gift, right? It's like ripping the band-aid off quick. Essentially, we get these pullbacks that happen so fast and people get shocked, and then people go into like downward spirals of like, oh, this stock sucks, blah, 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 right? 13 days goes down 38%, right? It's been 8 days and it's down 30%, right? Over here on this pullback. Why do I kind of think that's a gift? Is because you're ripping the band-aid off. The worst has already happened, right? Okay, so let's say we go down another 10% from here. Where does that bring us? Okay, that brings us around $10. Well, guess what? It's a great opportunity to buy the dip, right? Why do I say that? Because if you look back to the left, this area right here, major support or previous resistance, right? We got rejected, tried to break above, got rejected, and then a major rejection here. This is our first time actually playing around in this zone. So what could potentially happen is we get price action in this range before we get the breakout to the upside. And then before you know it, we're off to the races, back to normal in June. Right? So something like this could potentially happen. And then in reality, it's going to look like all we're doing is just back testing previous resistance to make sure it's support, right? And again, we put it to the weekly time frame. We look back, This was an area back in 2021, beginning of the year. We haven't had too much confluence in this zone, so let it develop. Overall, I think we're good. I think we're right where we're supposed to be in the stock's price, the stock's trend, and in my opinion, we're still on par to see a potential, mid 20s by late June, July, like we've kind of been on the forecast in the previous videos and on X and all that shit. So that's kind of the breakdown. Um, Check out some of my tweets. I know if you're new to this, again, a lot of the stuff I post, a lot of you guys don't need, because a lot of you guys are experienced investors. I don't need to be talking to you guys about how to manage your risk. I don't need to be talking to you guys about the psychology of the shit. But if you're new to this and you are interested in kind of getting a different point of view or a different level of understanding on like trading, investing, check out my Twitter, go to my highlights, and I have a bunch of posts about psychology and shit like that. So hopefully that can help out. But hang on there with the Galaxy squad. I think we're in for a good swing to the upside in the coming weeks. Peace.